I want to show you today the stocks that I'm trading, and also want to show you why I am trading those. So let's take a look at this. As you know, I like to look at 3 indicators to determine my entries, right? You know that I'm looking at the RSI, the stochastics, and the MACD. If I want to buy a stock, I want to make sure that the RSI is above 50. I want to make sure that the stochastics is above 50, and I want to make sure that the purple line, the MACD, is above its moving average, which is the orange line. And I want to buy it on the first day that this happens. Now, in the same way, I'd like to sell stocks. Yeah, you can go short, you can bet on a falling market. When I see the exact opposite, that the RSI is below 50, that the stochastics is below 50, and that the MACD is below its moving average. Now, as you can see, sometimes this is really, really difficult to see. And in order to make it easier for me, this is why I'm using my software, the PowerX Analyzer. So I make it super easy for me because I like to run a scanner. This way I find all the stocks that are meeting my criteria. And the criteria that I personally like to use to make my decision of what stocks to trade is that I want to make sure I have at least 60% return on my investment, so that I'm making at least 60% a year, that the price is between $5 and $250, the profit factor is higher than 3, risk reward higher than 2. I want to see that over the past 12 months, we had at least 12 trades, and that I have a winning percentage of at least 40%, meaning that 4 out of 10 trades need to be winning trades. So, I mean, don't want to be greedy. That is fine with me. Minimum volume, 200,000. That's what I recommend. So, and after I ran the scanner, quite a few stocks came up. See, usually when I run the scanner, I have anywhere between 2 to 8 stocks. Yesterday, last night, when I ran it, there were quite a lot. And so let me show you how I decide which of all these stocks I'm trading right now. So let's take a look at the first one, AR. So I look for 3 things. The first thing that I look for is trendability. So trendability means I want to see that the stock is nicely going up and down and up and down and up and down. And yes, this stock does meet my criteria. So AR is a good one. So CRC is a stock where you see it is a re-entry. What does this mean? It means that we entered, had a profitable trade. I believe we exited last week. So this was a really nice stock. And now there's a continuation, Jesus, what a word, of the trend. But you see, I personally don't like that a whole lot, so I'm just removing this from the scanner. I don't want to worry about this. See, trading is all about deselection. I think this is important. When in doubt, stay out, right? I mean, if you look at it and say, I don't know if I really like it or not, and when in doubt, stay out. Crocs is another one. Crocs here, as you can see, it's okay in terms of trendability. The second criteria that I'm looking for is gaps, okay? I want to make sure that there's not a gap every few months, because this would mean that a stock is reacting to earnings. Yeah, or other news, could be earnings, could be other news. So as you can see with Crocs, there's a gap here, there's a gap here. So this, again, when in doubt, stay out. I'm going to eliminate Crocs here. It's not picture perfect for me. Now CSI, or CSII, very similar to CRC. Beautiful, nice trend. Then we just had a gap, and there's a re-entry. So for me, I'm going to filter this out. Again, it's all about deselection. Remove from scanner, right? GMLP. Okay, so this is one of the stocks where I don't like the way it trends, because as you can see, it's just stair-stepping. So it's going sideways, a little bit down, sideways, down, sideways. So for that reason, I don't like it in terms of trendability. Now you might wonder, hey, if you remove every single stock, what is left there? You see, that is exactly the key. You want to make sure that you only pick the very, very best stocks. Never have more than 5 positions in your account at any given time. So this is why you can be picky and just need 2 or 3. So let's take a look at Lululemon Athletica. Oh dear Lord. Gap here, gap here, couple of gaps here. There's too many gaps for me. I don't like this. PTLA, similar for me here. Gap here, gap here, gap here, and a gap here. So this means every 3 months we're seeing a gap, means that this stock is reacting to earnings, and I don't want to be caught in a stock that is gappy. REI is very similar to a stock that we saw previously. Had some nice trends, but now it's stair-stepping. You see, down, sideways, down, sideways. So this is why here I decided not to trade. REI, remove scanner. Oh my gosh, we're going down to the final 5. Who will make the cut? Out of these final 5, which are the ones that are surviving the brutal chopping here? And did you ever just come back to you for a moment before we continue? Have you ever seen this this cook show Chopped, where you get on the chopping block? I feel a little bit right now that I'm chopping the stocks on the chopping block here and say, yeah, you stay in, you're out. Or way back in the days, remember the show with Trump, The Apprentice? You're fired. So that's how I feel with the stocks right now. Actually, let's do this. Let's fire a few more stocks, shall we? There we go. Okay, so RMBS here. That is okay. It's not as beautiful as AR, so we can leave it in for now. So maybe RMBS. WSC, same here. We have a gap, and we see this stair stepping that I talked about earlier. It was nicely trending here in October, November, December, but right now, see no more trends. It is just going sideways. WSC, you're fired. XEC, XEC, sounds a little bit like ecstasy. XEC, love it, love it, love it. Okay, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So has been a little bit going sideways here. And I actually traded this earlier this week where I tried to go short. And guess what? I got stopped out. So, hey, no worries. Get back on the horse, right? So, because right now it could be that we are plummeting down here, that now we are breaking through this support. So if it didn't work out earlier this week, it might work out right now. Again, 11 winning trades, 7 losing trades, 60% winning percentage means that if I was wrong before, I might be right now. So XEC, I'll definitely trade this. WRCY. So here's another rule that I have, and I know this video is probably getting a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I hope that this is helpful. Is this helpful? Does this help you a little bit of getting into my thinking of how I pick the stocks that I want to trade? And if it is helpful, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, leave a comment if you have any questions. Also, leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer it either in a comment or in one of the next videos. And I really hope that this is helpful. If it is, like it, subscribe it, you know the good deal, share it, and all good stuff. And make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I need to look up my Instagram handle. I don't even know. But yesterday I did the video. I want to beat Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner has 128 million viewers on Instagram. I have, or followers. I have 579. Let's make it 580, shall we? Okay. WRCY. So I told you the criteria that I had is gappiness and trendability, and it looks good in terms of trendability and gappiness. Now here's one of the challenges. I do not like to trade stocks that are below $5, and here's why. See, I have my criteria where I say that the closing price has to be in between $5 and $250. Once a stock goes below 5, usually it often means that now it's going down to 3,210. So it becomes, for me personally, a penny stock. So if I would actually right now, let's see, if I would sell it at 703, my profit target would be at $3.52. So we have to dip below 5. I mean, it has been there, but I do not like to trade stocks that are going below $5. And again, personal preference. So WRCV, you're fired. This leaves these three, AR, RMBS, and XEC that I want to trade today. And guess what? I did place orders for AR, RMBS, and XEC. XEC already got filled. So XEC, I did go short at 73.03. So let's see. 73.03. Let's see where we are right now. Yeah, okay. Making a whopping 5 cents. This is actually a stock that has been moving around. Let's go to a 3-minute chart here. Quite a lot this morning. You see it plummeted down, bounced a little bit back. So let me see if I can draw a line. I sold it at 73.03 right here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this was my entry. So as you can see, making a few dollars here. But you see, that's the point. So am I concerned about this right now? Not at all. How long do I expect to be in a trade? For 10 days at least, right? And it could be that it is 26 days. So again, for the next 10 days, we'll be fine. Let's take a look at AR. AR, I wanted to sell at 871. So not yet filled in AR. So I'm waiting until we go down to 871. Almost there. Okay, so we might get filled. The low actually is, look at this. The low was at 879. I want to sell this stock once it goes below 871. RMBS was a sell at 1018. So let's see how RMBS is doing. RMBS. Oh, look at this. All right. So got filled here, making a few cents. Yay, okay. Anyhow, so hope this was helpful. This is how I pick the stocks. Just a very brief recap. As you know, I like to use the 3 indicators, RSI, stochastics, and MACD, to find the entry for my stocks. In order to make it easy for me, I use my PowerX analyzer, because this way I can run a scanner that shows me all the stocks that are meeting my exact criteria. And then I do a quick visual inspection, as you have just seen. And this shouldn't take long. Let's see how long this video is here right now. 14 minutes and 40 seconds. And I've been explaining a lot, but this is the deal. You can do this in 15 minutes or less. So this is how I trade. These are the orders that I placed this morning. So now you know what I do. And I got filled for 2 of the stocks. 1 of them is still pending. Hope this helps. If it does, make sure that you like it, subscribe it, so that you get a notification next time when I'm going live. All right. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them either in the comments or in another video that I'll do. Okay? Take care. Have a fantastic day. Click on like and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And make sure to subscribe to this channel to get new videos automatically.